Joining us right now is our correspondent Joyce Ilas to discuss what's to be expected in today's hearing. Good morning, Joyce. Good to have you here as always.
Good morning. It's nice to be back here.
Okay, there's lots to talk about. This divorce bill. What is in it, and how could Filipinos potentially benefit from it?
You know, it's going to be an interesting day in the Senate today. According to the Office of Senator Risa Ontiveros, this is actually the first time ever that the Senate will be taking up the divorce bill. Now, there are two absolute divorce bills filed in the Senate. As you said, one of those was filed by Senator Risa Ontiveros, also the chairperson of the Senate Committee on Women, Children, and Family Relations. And the other one was filed by Senator Pia Cayetano. Now, in her bill, Cayetano explained that the divorce bill intends to make it easier for Filipinos to have access to legal processes which are necessary to end or to terminate a marriage. Now, for Ontiveros, women who are in an abusive relationship stands to benefit from this measure, and also those who are stuck in a joyless, unhealthy relationship but lack access to legal options. Now, the bill also hopes to benefit poor people by making it more affordable for them to separate by waiving legal fees.
Okay, well, one argument, of course, is we already have legal separation and annulment available here in the Philippines. How will divorce be different from these two?
Senator Pia Cayetano said that the grounds for legal separation and annulment are actually limited. One of these grounds is psychological incapacity to fulfill their obligations as husband or wife. Now, the problem is Cayetano said that some couples refuse to say that they do suffer from psychological incapacity. Now, in Cayetano's bill, she proposed a number of grounds for divorce. Among these, irreconcilable marital differences which resulted to irreparable marriage breakdowns despite repeated and earnest efforts to reconcile. Now, to protect the family, Ontiveros' bill mandates a mandatory cooling off period. This means that after filing for divorce, there will be a 6-month cooling off period wherein all efforts will be explored and exercised to ensure that, or to see to it that couples will have a chance to reconcile and still reunite.
Okay, now we live in a predominantly Catholic country. We are the only country in the world outside of Vatican City that does not have divorce. What are the chances of it passing?
You know, that's right. The Philippines is the only country with no divorce aside from Vatican City. And the church has been a very staunch critic of this measure, as you said earlier, calling it anti-family and anti-marriage. Senate President Tito Sotto actually said that this stand of the church will be a big factor in the decision-making of senators. If you can remember, last Congress, former House Speaker Pantaleon Alvarez claimed that the Catholic Church actually pressured some congressmen to vote against this measure. But still, despite this pressure from the Catholic Church, the House of Representatives was still able to pass the divorce bill on third and final reading. However, it did not move at all in the Senate. So I guess it really all boils down to political will, the desire of lawmakers for this measure to pass.
Well, speaking of the lawmakers, where do the senators stand on this issue?
We were able to ask that to Senate President Soto, and he said that it might be difficult for this measure to pass in the Senate. At the very minimum, it will be a very lengthy debate. He said that some women senators do favor this measure, but there are also a number of female and male senators who are against the divorce bill. So he did not say who these are, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see later how the senators will tackle this measure.
All right. Pretty much a historic day, as you said, since the first time Senate will be tackling this. Well, Joyce Ilas, thank you so much for joining us, and I hope to see you again soon.